Let's hop on in. Here we are, spawning in the upper right-hand corner. We've got the red Protoss. It is Creator. Taking down Dark in those semifinals. His opponent in the lower left for Dragon Kitesy, the most winningest KSL player. It's Hero, who took out Stats in the semis. So he's ready for some PvP action. Now, if you guys are new here, please consider giving the Twitch channel a follow. Perhaps subscribing on the YouTube. Really appreciate that. Just recently hit 700 subscribers on YouTube. Kind of cool. Been posting videos there pretty consistently for the past year. Yeah. Thank you guys for your support. Thanks for being here. And if you want to support the KSL, check out the Patreon. Check out the Matcherino. We absolutely could not put this tournament on without the support of everybody out there who loves StarCraft, who wants to see these Korean players thrive and succeed and play some sick matches of StarCraft. We just hit 1 year of KSL. We're on number, what is this, 46? So a few weeks shy of the 52 weeks in a year, but we've been pretty consistent. And it's been pretty fantastic. Honestly, every week at KSL has been so good. It's probably my favorite thing I've done in StarCraft, has been putting on the KSL over the last year. So I really appreciate all you guys' support and making it a possibility for us to have a tournament like this. Even now at every other week, it's still so sick. So thank you. And I hope you continue watching and enjoying. Now, Creator is going for a proxy gate. This is good. This is good. This is what we like to see. It's Korean PvP. This might be a fast best of 5. This could be real quick. We don't know yet. Hero, of course, has not scouted that proxy gate. That is not a position. I mean, it's not a crazy position to go scout, but yeah, maybe this Adept will go see it. This Adept is heading that direction. He's kind of chasing the probe, though, and it looks like he does want to use that speed zone to get over to the other side of the map. Creator, though, chrono boosting Stalkers. It's just going to be straight up 3 gates worth of Stalkers for now. This Adept is looking for either a way in or just distracting these Stalkers, and honestly doing a great job of it so far. And it's going to buy time for Hero to get whatever he's going for up, and it looks like he's going for a 3rd gate, but he's got Blink being chrono boosted as well. I think Hero might want to put on some pressure of his own. But right now he's got to focus on the defense. He's going to run into these Stalkers over here, and I feel like seeing 3 Stalkers here is somewhat of a tell. So now he's going to pull back. Might see his shield battery go down. Creator pushes up the ramp, but takes some damage on one of those Stalkers, so he's got to be really careful here as Hero is about to pop out 2 more. Creator, though, he is not being careful. He is just diving forward. He wants to get this pylon, but that 4th Stalker is going to pop out, and he is going to lose some Stalkers because of it. Oh, but Hero, he needs another Stalker out real soon. He's going to warp 1 more in, and this one does pop out at a beautiful moment. This pylon staying up, and Creator just taps out. And just a nice 4-minute game of StarCraft there. As Creator was really trying to take advantage of that Stalker lead he had, but Hero was only just barely behind in the Stalker count. Yeah. There you go. It's just that easy sometimes. Sorry, I get distracted because I remember that I have to make the next map. And then I forget what I'm saying in the middle of a sentence. I can't do things and talk at the same time. It's just not possible. All right, who are we waiting for? All right. Players are ready. We are going to go. To Hecate for map number 2. Yeah, I don't know why. I hate microing the, like, making the map for the players thing. I feel like I'm so slow at it. Some players and some, like casters and tournament organizers, too, are very quick. Wardy, man, he's so fast at making new maps. But my macro, my map making micro is so slow. Like, the players are quicker than me. I usually just let them do it. Let's go ahead and hop into game number 2. We are here on Hecate, and spawning in the upper right-hand corner, we've got our blue Protoss. It is Creator. And his opponent, his highly esteemed opponent in the lower left, it is Dragon Kite's Hero. Why is KSL down to every other week? It is exactly as you are surmising, Koshka, because yes, we did unfortunately lose some patrons on the Patreon, particularly some of the big supporters that were very crucial in allowing us to not only start the KSL but keep it running for so long and build up a bank which we were able to use for the SummerSlam, which was such a sick tournament as well. But we do still have a lot of Patreon supporters. It's pretty much everybody at this point, though, is down to like the $5 or $10 tiers. But it's still very cool to see, like, I think we have like 138 or so right now. So 138 people that are supporting this tournament and want to, you know, see it keep going, see more sick matches from these players. It does happen from time to time. Lose some support. You never know. We might get a big wave coming in the future. I'm just appreciative of whatever support we get, you know, and if we can keep this tournament going in any capacity, I want to keep it going for as long as possible. We had to cut down to every other week, and that's unfortunate, but like, it's still really nice to put this tournament on. I know the players appreciate it. The GSL funding is taking a big hit, and I think, you know, moving forward, there's even less of that in the pipeline, right? We don't really know where it's at, but there's rumors of GSL ending, and who really knows? But being able to put on a tournament like this for the players, even every other week, even if we have to go down to once a month, you know, that's still good stuff. The players still appreciate that, and that kind of support from the community is still really massive. Anyways, Creator's proxying a Robo. And Hero just scouted it. That's actually an insane... Oh, no, he didn't scout it. Oh, my God. How did he not see that? Okay, never mind. That's massive. He did not get the scout. It looks like Hero's going to take the favorable trade with the Adepts here, though. Oh, Hero's going to scout it now. Okay, he sees it. He's got to back up. That Immortal's about to pop. Ooh, thought he was going to let that Shade finish, but not quite. Hero went for a Stargate and a Nexus, but this Nexus is very fresh. And I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it against this 3-gate Robo. But the Oracle's heading to the other side of the map. The shield battery is here. It is done. But we could still see a Stasis Trap or something of that nature from Hero. Yeah, he's going to dive in here, put down the Stasis. No, he's going to go for the Pulsar Beam. And it looks like he's just going to cancel this Nexus, let it take some damage here, and buy him some time. So eventually, the Oracle will chew through the shield battery energy, and that's what we're seeing here. 2 Stalkers warp in, but that's still 5-6 probe kills. The Oracle's just going to run back. Creator, suddenly in not a very good spot. 18 probes is not enough to keep this pressure on as consistently as you'd like. And Hero, he's just buying time. He's going to get his own Immortal out. He might lose this gateway fairly soon, as Creator's going to send that Shade back up. Creator still in control here. Probably going to warp in a sentry soon. There's 2 sentries actually. And just go for the contain, right? So if he can contain here, he can take a Nexus back at home potentially and put himself in a very good spot. Or continue on with 1 base, which is something we see kind of often. Ooh, no high ground vision for a second there. Hero going to take advantage of that and do some damage to these units. Creator, though, going to warp in a bunch of Adepts. He is going to send his army up the ramp. There's no force fields here from Hero. Nothing to stop his army from just walking up the ramp. The Immortal is going to get taken out. A second one does pop, but so many Adepts here. I don't know if Hero can hold. He builds a couple of Phoenixes, but they don't get the kill on the Prism, and that's what they were there for. He's going to lift up one of the Immortals. Can he take it down? He's going to target it down. He's going to lose power to his Gateway. I don't know, Gav. This is looking dicey for Hero. The supplies are so similar. The Oracle comes back in. Down goes the Warp Prism. Does he have any lifts available? He doesn't. He's so close, but the Immortal's going to get taken down. The probes, 13 probes die. Hero has 9 workers, but he is going to clear everything else up, and he's going to keep these Stalkers healed. Creator is going to tap out as he loses every single army unit. How did Hero hold that? He lost so many probes, but he killed enough of Creator's army where it didn't matter. The counterattack would have just killed Creator. That is crazy. We're going to make the next map. It's going to be on Hard Lead. Need a very big caster to cast it. Honestly, we have had plenty of very good casters cast this. It gets a lot of love on YouTube. Yeah, it gets a lot of love on YouTube. We've had Loco and Winter cast a bunch of the matches on YouTube. I know Pig has covered a lot of KSL matches. What he'll do is like best games of the week, and he'll cover a bunch of KSL matches. He has covered KSL matches during that. Yeah, actually, the community has been very, very good to the KSL. I really appreciate that. Yeah, been a lot of coverage from a lot of the big names. Wardy covered the SummerSlam because that was at a better time for him. The thing about it is this time is just at the perfect overlap where it's decent for NA and decent for Korea. It's not great for either of us, but it's decent for both of us. But that means it's terrible for Europe. So like it's the balance, you know? The SummerSlam, I screwed up my sleep schedule and had that start at 2 a.m. my time for the players, and so we could get some European viewership. But generally speaking, this tournament's not great for the European viewership, which is why YouTube comes into play. Whoa, what is happening right now? Oh no. Well, right at the start of the game, somebody has dropped. RIP, one of our community commentators. Try this again. All right. Now we can get into game. There was nothing to look at. We were just waiting until, unfortunately, Havel the Rock dropped. RIP. We get some Fs in the chat. And now, spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Hard Lead. Down 0-2, as I make sure the score is correct there. Needs to win 3 in a row to take this best of 5. It is Creator. Going for some heavy one-base aggression in these PvPs, but his opponent holding strong. In the upper left, it is, of course, Dragon Kites's Hero. Looking very strong in these games, man. His PvP has been so sick. His match against Stats was incredibly good. Those guys were both playing out of their minds. This one is like Creator seems to just be smashing himself into the wall that is Hero. Hero doing his best Demauer impression. But I feel like this is the thing, is it's very tough to do like a straightforward aggressive PvP build against somebody like Hero. You have to do something fancy. You have to finesse it. You've got to fool him, or yeah, like do some fancy micro tricks. Classic a lot of times will do a 3-gate robo, and it's like, oh, it's just a standard 3-gate robo. But his micro is so insanely good with the Warp Prism that he can take an advantage even off of somebody like Hero. And then I feel like, I don't know, there's ways kind of around it where you fool your opponent. Creator has been going for such straightforward, just proxying the robo right out front, we're going for it kind of thing, that I feel like Hero is just much more confident against that. So what do we see from Creator this time? He's proxied both games so far. But not this game. This game, third pylon going down on the low ground. Posturing like he wants to expand, as is Hero. Are we going to get a macro PvP? I actually think a macro PvP is much more likely to go in Creator's favor than that heavy aggression in the early game. Just because Creator, I don't know, I feel like he's solid. He's got that good star sense. He knows how to handle himself in the macro game. There's the Nexus for Creator. There it is for Hero. Exciting stuff. Stalkers poking at each other. Hero did go for 4 Stalkers before getting the 2 sentries out, so might be able to put some pressure on here before that shield battery is finished up. Actually, a 3rd sentry coming out of Creator here. Very macro-oriented. That does mean Hero has to be careful of the force fields, though. 1 hallucination goes out, but there's still 2 force fields available if Hero dives in a little too far or a little bit too close to a wall. 2 force fields can absolutely just kill a Stalker. And that's, may not seem like much, but killing a Stalker at this stage of the game is obviously going to be very important, because there are so few units on the field. They're both heading towards Blink as the Twilight Councils are finishing up. See, this is why, like, cheese and aggressive, like, one-base play, in my opinion, makes the game better. Because this is a standard macro game, but it feels exciting because so far we haven't had Nexuses, really. But now, both players, they have Nexuses. They're chrono-boosting probes. It's kind of cool. We have a macro game. It feels novel. Gotta have lots of different varieties of playstyles. Now Hero is still going to go for something cheeky. This is a very early Dark Shrine. He wants to take advantage of the fact that Creator has no detection, is very far from any detection. Oh, that's cute. Cheeky little Adept. Oh, and the Adept is going to scout the Hallucinated Phoenix. This is very important, because Hero absolutely wants to stop that Phoenix from scouting the Dark Shrine. And so he's going to move to the opposite end. Oh, he's going for this one. Oh my god, there were 2. And he knew about both of them. This one sees the 3rd and then stops. The other one gets killed before it sees the Dark Shrine. And Creator is in the dark. Now he has a Forge on the way, but will he put down any cannons? Oh, he still doesn't see it. Still doesn't see it. I doubt he's going to put down any cannons. Maybe he will. Sometimes with the third, you see Protoss put down some cannons, but these DTs are warping in quite early. This is not. This is a lot earlier than I would imagine they're expecting. Creator's expecting. The Forge is finished. We're not seeing any cannons. Just +1 starting. The DTs are halfway across the map. Guys, there's no other detection. There is no Robo. As I say that, he starts it. But a Robo starting right now? Oh, man. Oh, he sees the DT. He sees it. He's trying to body block it. Good body blocking. Just trying to buy time for the Robo. No, he taps out. Oh, that's just it. I think that might be our quickest grand finals in the KSL yet. We had a macro game. We had a macro game, guys, and yet no. And yet no.